Here at 9:13 on Live Impact News, and this morning, thousands of jobs, 2 states covered here in the Carolinas, all happening in one day. It's the Job Fair of the Carolinas, returns tomorrow at Carowinds, and this year it is bigger than ever. Nathan Mellichamp is joining us from the Catawba Business Development. He's a consultant with the South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce. It's a mouthful, Nathan.
I understand.
But thank you for joining us this morning. It is a great event because for anyone who has not heard of this event before, explain what this Job Fair of the Carolinas entails.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me this morning. So, Job Fair of the Carolinas really started after the pandemic and started with the sentiment of state lines really don't matter when it comes to job seekers. They are looking for opportunity wherever they can find it and to best suit their needs and skill sets, and really came to a head when we started partnering around 3 years ago with Carowinds. We have loved their tagline of where the Carolinas meet. So that has really been the big thesis statement for our job fair is Carolinas coming together to find work for the people.
Okay, so and that is why it is at Carowinds, right? Good middle point. And so with it being in the middle there, what kind of jobs are we talking about and covering both states? Is there a theme to the industries that are looking for good employees?
Absolutely, and we really try to keep it as wide and broad as the just really diverse workforce that we have. So opportunities location-wise, we have stuff from obviously Charlotte and Gaston areas. For North Carolina, for South Carolina, you can find stuff from York County, Lancaster County, even Chester County. And we have some even around that because people have really found the importance of this event to different employers. And we have a lot of industries. We have anything when it comes to manufacturing, healthcare, finance. We have some retail. We have some IT positions. We try to make it fit the workforce that we see day to day.
Yeah. So we're talking, we're hearing names like American Airlines, Duke Energy, Carowinds itself. Can you count on entry level to high senior management?
Absolutely. We have anything and everything in between. One of the goals we have, because this has become such a large event, is every employer there has to have an opportunity of at least $15 an hour. So we try to come in with that entry level. We have a lot that come with that. So we have a good, that mid-range that we see a lot, we're just at 50 to 60,000. We have a lot there. And we have some of the even higher levels, the 80K to 100K. We have a couple opportunities there. So hourly, salary, part-time, we even have some training opportunities represented at this one. So wherever you are at in your professional field, you'll find something.
All right, so how many employers are participating this year? And again, what do people need to know about tomorrow?
Absolutely. We will have, I believe, 55 total employers at this, between obviously Carowinds and then South Carolina and North Carolina employers. And the biggest thing I could say to be ready is where we want to help come and partner is to eliminate any barrier to make people feel comfortable. So we have everything posted, I'm sure we'll talk about in a sec, to where you can see the event details, who will be there, how to prep, what to look for. And then we always encourage to bring a resume, but if you don't, or if this is the first you're hearing about this event, we will have our mobile coaches on site with computers, printers, job coach access, to where if you even just need a touch-up on your resume, if it's been a minute since you've updated it, you can get real-time advice and input right there at the event.
All right there on site. Also, shall people be ready for on-site interviews?
Absolutely. We always encourage our employees, if you have a good candidate, we have space for you. So we see a lot of that where not only are they letting you get in their recruitment system, because a lot of it is, digital, the ATS, all of that. But we've seen a lot where people have taken people aside, have deeper conversation, they'll schedule interviews, they'll make sure to get them in their system, again, using those computers and stuff on site. So we see the gambit when it comes to opportunity.
It sounds like it's been successful since this started from COVID on. And can you tell us like how many people, or how has it grown as far as employers coming out to recruit some folks, and then folks actually getting some real jobs from an event like this?
Absolutely. It has grown really each year. We expect hundreds now every year. The last 2 years, I think we have had, I would say safely close to 2,000 job seekers in attendance. And that's why this year we have around 2,000 job opportunities represented to make sure we can fit that demand as it comes along. And again, we have seen success, and one of the stories that I always cling to that makes me feel well, because this is what we do year round, is have these events, work with employers, connect them to job seekers. We had an event this past year in November. An employer was there who told us, oh, hey, I hired someone from one of your past events. Something is it something over the summer, something else that happened? No, it was Job Fair of the Carolinas. And come to find out, the person they talked to, they loved him, got his resume, they just didn't have the position for him. When that opened up, they were the first person they called. So we see immediate success and we see lasting impact from this event.
Yeah, good stories that come out of something like this. All right, so is this event for people who are currently unemployed, or can anyone attend?
Anyone can attend. It is completely free. You do not have to compete with park, roller coaster riders that day, as the park will be closed. Anyone who, if you are unemployed, maybe you've recently graduated, or you're just looking for a next career step, this event is for everyone, and it is free and accessible.
All right, now let's get to the basics here. It is tomorrow. Give us the deets.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you pull in, you'll pull right into the main gates for Carowinds. You'll get to enter through the toll booths, park in the same parking lot. We'll have staff throughout to show you where to go, what to do, all that stuff. When you come in, you'll register day of, you'll get some information on the event, then you will walk right into the space.
Okay, and anything online that you said that if you want to get more prepared before your arrival?
Absolutely. You can either Google Job Fair of the Carolinas, or you can search scworks.org/job-fair-Carolinas. So again, Googling Job Fair of the Carolinas might be the simpler one, but on that you'll find all the year's information of event details like time. The Google Maps will be right embedded there, so if you don't know how to get to Carowinds, it'll be right there. And we again try to inform as much as we can beforehand. You can see what employers are there, what their pay ranges are, and what they're hiring for, so you can know day of.
And if someone cannot make it to tomorrow because they've only heard about it today, what can people do to find these listings or reach out to some of the employers there?
I would definitely encourage plug in with your local SC Works or your local NC Works office, depending on where you reside. Because like I said, these events happen year round, and these connections with employers are always there. So if you are not able to attend, something comes up, or again, like you said, you're just hearing about it, please plug in with your local resources, because that is what we are here for, to help connect job seekers to employers.
All right, Nathan, anything else we should know this morning for our viewers?
Come ready to go, come dressed for success, have a resume there, but again, don't feel discouraged or anxious because you might not have been prepared. That is what our staff is here for. We want to help put your best foot forward in finding your future career.
All right, good words of advice. Once again, tomorrow, the Job Fair of the Carolinas is at Carowinds. Makes it really easy, 10 until 1. We thank you, Nathan Mellichamp from the South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce. And this is really just joining both of the Carolinas, all the jobs right there. Carowinds, nice central meeting point for folks. All right, awesome, Nathan. Thank you.
Thank y'all.